guys, it's Hannah here. Sorry I haven't been here the last couple of weeks and my nose is itching. Let's not scratch the nose. Okay, it's mid-semester break, so the last 2 weeks have been insanely busy with uni work, but I am back today to get some filming done to hopefully get us through the end of April and into the start of May. And then over the break I'll be able to get some more filming done, hopefully. Today I'm here with my March makeup basket recap. Let's just dig into it. What did we have for primer? The Stila One Step Prime. Did not like this. And I knew going into it I probably wouldn't like it. It's a hydrating and silicone-based primer. It's just not the kind of primer I enjoy. And it did break me out, so this is going to get passed on it. Not a fan. Foundations, we had the Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation. This is really beautiful. In the cooler weather for me. In the warmer weather it is not. And even though it is now the middle of autumn, the weather is still extremely unpredictable. It was 27 degrees yesterday and 21 degrees today. Cannot tell what the weather's going to do. So this was great on cooler days, not so great on warmer days. On warmer days I did go in with my CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream for oily skin, because this is great when I'm oilier. I really enjoy this BB cream. I do have to lighten it with lightening drops, even though this is the shade Fair, but it's really nice. Alright, powder, no, concealer. Benefit Brightening Concealer. If you don't know, I love this stuff. It's my holy grail corrector. Will never be without it. For concealer, I was using the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. This is really nice. Probably my favourite drugstore concealer, because it actually covers, which I really enjoy. So I like that. And for powder, I use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Breakout Powder in Translucent. I couldn't use this under the eye, so I did have to bring in, did I put it in here? No, I must have put it away. The Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder for under the eyes, because this deepened up quite a bit on my skin, which can happen with powders. I am quite fair, and translucent ones that are quite dark do deepen up on me. And this did that. So it's not the best, but I can use it, so I will use it up. Let's go through eye products. I used the Too Faced Glitter Glue as my eye primer and my concealer. I really love this for really high shine eyeshadows, and shadows I really mostly use this palette, and then one more was my Cliona and JD Glow shadows. So they're all, so they're the Cliona, what is this called? Multi-chromes, and the JD Glow Metallians Galaxy shadows. I do have a Metallian in here, but the Galaxy shadows, which are their sparkly shadows. And they just do apply better with glitter glue. I just find they stay longer, but they do apply well normally as well. But I just prefer glitter glue. Love these eyeshadows. And I paired that palette basically with the Viseart Neutral Matte palette, which is kind of what I bought this palette for, was to pair with my single Sparkly Beautiful Things. I love this palette. I love this formula. Go to, very glad I have that in my life. The other eyeshadow palette I had in here was the Natasha Denona 5 Pan palette in the palette number 9. Erin is going to be very glad that this is on the declutter block for me. I only used the one shade. The rest just kind of, and I knew going in, I'm like, it's a beautiful palette, but I just know that they're not my colours. So Erin will be taking that one, I'm sure. Back to cream eyeshadows, because I missed those. I had two. One I did use, one I didn't use. We have the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Nude Beach. This is a really nice matte sandy colour with a little bit of a mauve tone to it. It is darker than my skin tone, so it is a base. I can't use this all over, but it did apply really nicely. I used it under the this Natasha Denona shade, Aluminium. No, Indian Gold. That's definitely aluminium, and this is Indian Gold. So it did create a really nice base, and I do like that formula. The one I didn't get, did I get around to using this? I feel like no. Did I use this? I don't think I did. I don't think I used any of my burgundy things because it ended up being much cooler than I expected it to be. I obviously made up for it today with all my autumn tones today. This is the Revlon Colorstay Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet. It's a burgundy colour. It's a liquid eyeshadow. It's really pretty as a burgundy look. But again, sorry, let's take the phone away. It just ended up being hot more days than I will makeup than not. And this is not the kind of shade that I go for when it's like that. The other one I didn't use is no, I did use it. I did end up using this. The Marc Jacobs Glam Glitter Gel Eyeliner in Glam Jam. I had a full plan in my head to do a burgundy eye with that and this, and then the Marc Jacobs Sequins eyeshadow in Topaz Flush. Didn't get around to it. Did end up using this. I only used it once, and it's because I had to force myself to use it on the day that I was planning to film this video and then didn't get around to it. Because this is again a dark, smoky shade, and it just wasn't the weather for it. The other eyeliner I had, I love the Marc Jacobs formula, if you don't know, is the Esom Dual Ended Eye Pencil in gold and brown. I don't mind the Esom pencil, I've decided. But the gold is really yellow. The brown doesn't stay well. So the only one I've kept is because the black was terrible, is the burgundy and rose, because the rose was really beautiful. But I think I'm going to declutter this one too, just because the brown's mediocre, and the gold is very yellow, and that's not my kind of cup of tea. So that one's probably going to go too. Let's move on to cheeks. Bronzer, Marc Jacobs Fantastic Omega Bronzer. I love the stuff. It's beautiful. Fantastic. Will always have this in my life if I have the choice. Blush, we had the Trinity London Katrine blush. This is really pretty. This applies very similarly to the MAC Glow Play blushes. So it is definitely that solid cream. So if you like a really emollient cream blush, you're not going to like this. This is definitely a cream to powder blush. I have the MAC Glow Play on today. That really doesn't disrupt the makeup underneath because it is already quite dry in itself. It doesn't disrupt the makeup, and it sets down and it doesn't fade away. So I really liked this. The other two blushes I used was MAC Warm Soul and the Etude House Lovely Cookie in Pink Brownie. I really love these. Warm Soul, just the perfect peachy shade. The Pink Brownie is just the kind of neutral pink tone. That's really beautiful. And then that Katrine was a little bit deeper. And then for highlighters, we had the Laura Mercier Illuminator in Devotion. So this is quite a bright pink. It is that baked gelée formula. This is meant to be a dupe for the light pink of the Wet n Wild, which it is. I decluttered the Wet n Wild palette because it's the same colour as this. And the Dior highlighter in the same tone. It's a really beautiful colour. It is definitely got some sparkle in it, not just glow, which is totally fine. And I do need to buff it out because it is quite a bright icy pink, but it's gorgeous because I'm quite fair. I think if you're any darker, go the next tone up in that, which is a champagne. I think it will be more flattering on more skin tones, but it's actually too dark on me. And then we had the Smashbox Glitter Petal Metal Highlighter in Gilded Rose, which is again that baked gelée formula, but this is just that more champagne-y gold. And it does have a slight pinky shift to it, but very barely. It's just much more wet look than the Laura Mercier. Then for lips, I'm missing something for lips for sure. Let me go look. Got it. Alright, so let's start with what I didn't use. The MAC Lip Pencil in Soar. Apparently when I did my makeup basket video, I took this out and I put it out, but it somehow rolled away and didn't go into my actual makeup basket. So I could not for the life of me remember what lip pencil it was. So what I did is I ended up getting out my Marc Jacobs Primrose because I knew that that would go with the colours I had. So I ended up using this, and then I found this. I'm like, that's what I was meant to be using. But I didn't end up using it. Because I picked Soar to wear the MAC Lip Intensity lipstick in Claricast. Again, this was in my I want to wear a really strong burgundy look. But I did it because it was hot and I just didn't wear this colour. I kind of wish I was wearing it with this, but this is more browny and this is more pinky. But, oh well. I really love this lipstick. I actually think I need to back to MAC it though, because it's quite old. I got this when these first came out, so I think that actually needs to go back to MAC. What I did use was the Hard Candy Velvet Lip Mousse in Spiced Orchid. This stuff is fantastic. So good. And it's my perfect colour. Like, this is Hannah in a colour. And then I also used quite a lot of the Wayne Goss Cherry Blossom Lip Gloss. This was super pretty. Really like this just to apply on the go. This was what was in my handbag that I knew was missing. So very, very much like that. So those are the things that I used in March and my thoughts on them. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you've been using lately. I'd love to know, and click subscribe to stay tuned for more videos. The next one will be what I will be using in April. Alright, I'll see you guys then. Bye!